Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, I'm Lily White. I'm a hip-hop artist from South Carolina. Today I wanted to do a video for up-and-coming artists who are new to the industry and don't really know what they're getting themselves into. This could also apply to people who have been in this industry and maybe haven't stumbled across these certain scams yet. Basically, this video is about scammers in the music industry. There are a lot of them. I'd say that is my mic plugged in? I'd say that about 87.6% of people in the music industry are scammers. The music industry is a place where very few people really make it, like legit make it. And even people who have made it or made hits, you know, they'll still finesse you if given the opportunity. It is sad, but it's true. And a lot of people's dreams are crashed. A lot of people's dreams are crushed. Is that the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm saying. Anyways, a lot of people never make it in the music industry. They give up because they think there is some kind of shortcut to becoming rich and famous. There is not a shortcut. Success comes from hard work, determination, making hits, and building your audience. And there is no way around that. Anybody who is trying to sell you a dream is a scammer. Sorry, but that is the truth of the matter. I have learned from experience, you know, I learned right away, very quickly, how eat up this industry is with scammers. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today. I feel like I always spend way too much time begging for subscribers, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this or just want to see more of me in general. You have to hit the notification bell because if not, you won't see my videos. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So I'm not going to be able to cover everything in one video because honestly there is so much scamming going on that I could not possibly cover it all. Not even in a few videos I could not possibly cover it all because they are getting more creative with their scamming techniques. There's always new scams. If people worked as hard on being legit as they do actually scamming people, then I feel like they might actually make it, possibly. But it's just sad, like how many people feel like they need to scam people. And even the people who are legit, I'd say about 90% of them will still finesse you if given the chance. Nobody is your friend. Sorry, nobody's your friend. Everybody's looking out for themselves. Sorry, that's just life. I want to go over the scams that I've dealt with personally, scams that my friends have run into, and just in general, I think scams that go on a lot in the music industry. Payola, greedy A&Rs, production deal scams, double dipping managers, fake managers, greedy promoters charging artists to perform, ghosting consultant, shady publicists, fake blogs, faking streams, charging in advance for placements, shady producers, fake engineers. Honestly, the list just goes on. But those are some of the main things that I think are happening in the music industry today that I feel like every artist should beware of. First of all, record labels are all scammers. I'm sorry. If you sign a record deal with somebody, you're getting raped. They are taking at least 85% of all of the profits. Out of your 15%, they're going to be taking out studio time, any kind of like music video costs, any kind of costs that anything they are being charged for, they're taking that out of your 15%. Best believe it's not coming out of their 85%. So just beware of that. They're going to try to get you with that lump sum. But guess what? They take that lump sum right back out of your 15% as well. So keep that in mind. You got to think, are you in this to be famous, or are you in this to make money? Because I feel like you just have to be very careful with signing record labels. Like, you're basically giving someone, and we're not going to get too in depth with the record labels because I want to do a completely separate video for record labels, but you got to think, you're giving somebody total rights to you, and they can make it so that you're not able to do music or release music. They own you at that point. So you have to be very careful with record labels. Shout out to Caleb Hill. I'm going to put his Instagram and Twitter thingy right here. Caleb Hill is an aspiring artist. He's actually pretty dope. But anyways, he's one of my friends on Twitter and, you know, social medias. And I sent out a tweet asking for anybody that's been scammed in the industry to tell me their story. Caleb says, I sent an audio engineer my raw vocal stems, then the beat they were recorded to separate. Paid him in advance to find out dude wasn't even capable of lining up the vocals to the beat. Didn't even have the slightest musical ear. I tried giving him time spots where to put certain words so that the rest fell in place, but nah, man was a fraud. So basically, engineers will claim that they mix and mastered this song or this song and have all these references that of songs they did, and they will ask you for money in advance, and you pay them, and basically they don't know what they're doing, and they're just pretty much a scam artist. They're just liars. That goes on a lot. Okay, it's one thing if you are about to go to a famous studio to record your music. Like, yes, you have to pay in advance for studio time like that when you're going to an actual professional studio. But if somebody reaches out to you, or you find somebody on social media that is an engineer and they want to charge you in advance for your song, like you have to pay up front, I think that anybody that asks you for money in advance is a scam artist. They should at least do one song for you right off the bat for free, and then you pay them after, because they know that they know what they're doing, and they know that if they make your song sound really good, that you're going to keep coming back to them and you're going to keep paying them. The majority of your money is going to come from repeat customers. That's with any business, not just music. So I actually had a similar situation as that one, but I did not pay the guy in advance. I was just like, here, you show me what you got, and if I like it, then I will do more business with you. And he was like, okay. And this guy, I guess he was like, at that point, he was like,
oh, she's so dumb. She'll never know that this isn't what the song's supposed to sound like. She hasn't been doing music long.
He tried to finesse me still. Gave me my song back, mixed and mastered, and it was terrible. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So you just have to be really careful. There are a lot of fake people. A lot of fake people. I had an investment advisor find me, right? And this guy was good. At the time, I was very new to music. I had just put myself out there, just started recording everything. And he just filled my head with all this crazy talk about I need to invest in a studio. Don't give anybody money up front. If they're asking for money up front, no matter what it is in this music industry, it's a scam. There's also real producers that will sell you a beat, and turns out that you don't have full rights to your beat. You can't even get the track outs unless you give them $20,000. So they charged you $1,000 for a beat, right? And you're like, $1,000, that's definitely, track outs. Make sure you ask Is that exclusive rights? Make sure you ask that question, because if not, they will turn around and try to tell you that they charge $20,000 a beat for full exclusive rights. Like I said, legit, fake, whatever it is, people in this industry will try to finesse you if given the opportunity. If they see that you're green, they're going to try to get one over on you. Another one is fake record labels. They love to hit people up in their email and on social media claiming that they are A&Rs for Universal whatever, or some kind of famous Warner Music or something like that. They will even go as far as to like have the actual label's logo on the letterhead and everything. Like, they'll look super professional. Oh, submission fee. They will try to get people with submission fees. Okay, if an A&R from Warner found you because your music's so dope, right? They're not going to charge you a submission fee. They make their money off of finding these artists, and that's their job. They get paid to do this. If they don't find artists that are producing hits, they don't get paid in the first place. They are not going to charge you a submission fee. Okay, don't fall for that. It's fake. And they get really, really, really savvy with how professional they look and come about. Like, literally, it's ridiculous. Like I said, any money that's asked to be given up front is a scam. Another important scam you should know about when trying to become a famous artist is manager scams. So I had a fake manager one time, and I realized he was fake because he obviously didn't know what he was doing. Even though I was new at the time, I kind of sniffed him out because I didn't sign a contract with him. He was trying to make me sign a contract, but I didn't end up signing a contract with him. But he was trying to show me his managing skills, I guess, and he wrote up this whole EP release thing and sent it to all these bloggers, right? But these were fake blogs. They would have a ton of followers on Twitter and stuff, and then whenever they posted me up, they wouldn't get any likes. Well, they didn't get any likes for any of their tweets, so their followers were fake. They were fake bloggers. They didn't have an audience. So basically, the manager was fake. He was just fake. He wanted me to sign a contract because he thought that I probably did have a chance of making it, and if I did possibly make it, then, without a termination clause in the contract, say he's my manager now, and 3 years later, after I've already ditched him, I end up blowing up, he can still come around with his little contract and be like, oh, well, I own you, this is my money, so I'm going to take, my percent still, even though I didn't help you get to where you are. They will do that. They're trying to do that. So be aware of that. Before signing a contract with a manager, make sure there's a termination clause, because you don't know if you're going to be with this person forever. And if you end up not liking his work and wanting to get rid of him, 3 years down the road, you don't want him to come take everything you got. So just be careful with managers and fake managers. I don't know if I covered this whenever I said this earlier. I might be repeating myself, but whatever. Greedy A&Rs, double charging you for things, or charging you for submission and stuff like that. Like I said, they get paid by the record label to find talent. They're already getting paid. There is no reason why you should be paying them out of your pocket when the record label is paying them. They're just being greedy. They're just wanting to take your money. So, production deal scams, like I said earlier. If y'all will look into, I don't know if y'all know the artist JoJo. I was actually a fan of JoJo growing up, and it was all of a sudden she just disappeared. What happened was she got caught up in a production deal scam, and basically they made it so she couldn't do anything. She couldn't release music. She couldn't even go be on Oprah if Oprah invited her. Like, everything she did had to go through them. And since she didn't want to follow all their rules and their stupid whatever they wanted her to do, be all sexified and stuff, since she didn't want to do that, then they made it so that she couldn't release any music. And she was binded with them with a contract. Be careful with these contracts. Make sure your lawyer reads over this stuff, because people in this industry are not very nice. At any given moment, they can decide that they don't like you anymore, and they can pretty much ruin your career. So, you want to have I want to have rights to all my music. I want to own everything. I don't want anybody telling me how to dress, how to act, how to post on social media. I don't want anybody to own me. So, you know what? I might not ever really make it mainstream, because I can't be fake. I just can't. So, I would just rather be my little independent artist self, release my little music, and enjoy doing what I'm doing. I don't want to just be famous. Like, I don't think being famous is the way to go. Especially if a record label is taking 85% of everything you make, of 85% of all sales, and they are taking your lump sum check out of your 15%, your studio time out of your 15%. So-and-so was with you and drank up all these drinks and was eating this food, so they're charging you for that because they were there with you. Or music video cost, or you had to have green M&Ms backstage, so that cost extra. You're getting charged for everything. So, oh yeah, another one, a big one, and shout out to Critty for mentioning this one, is greedy promoters. Promoters who are charging artists to perform. Newsflash, you're the artist. The promoter is making his money off of tickets sold at the door, off of everything else. So you should be, as an artist, you should be getting paid, because you're the one bringing in your audience. For that promoter to get paid already, for him to charge you extra to do a show, just no. Greed. That's all that is. This is a scam. Promoters need to be paying you to perform. You're the one bringing the audience. You're the one bringing the people. They're getting paid off ticket sales. Oh, and please, 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 do not waste a bunch of money on doing showcases. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, showcases are a waste of time. Because when you go to a showcase, all you're doing, the only people that you are performing in front of are other artists. And it's cool if you want to go maybe find a dope collab, or just network within the artist part of the industry. But artists are not really going to support one another. Yeah, they'll pretend to. They'll support you so that you support them, but they're not true fans. You want to find your true fans. And trust me, another artist is not your true fan. Okay? They want the fans. They're not going to be your fan, okay? So you're pretty much wasting your time performing at these showcases just in front of a bunch of artists, because they're going to do nothing but critique you, basically. And they're going to think that they're a better artist than you, most likely. So just don't waste your time there. And please, if you do, just don't pay to do a showcase. I heard of somebody paying $600 to go to Miami or somewhere else, or a couple of showcases. It was like a tour, but it was all showcases. Waste of money. Just performing in front of a bunch of artists that are not going to support you, that are not your audience. Ghosting consultants. They charge you up front and then disappear. Because if you've already paid up front, think about it. If you've already paid up front, what is the point in them coming through now? They've already got their money. So, beware of ghosting consultants. Shady publicists with no real blog connections. If you are at a point where you want to pay a publicist to publicize your music, be careful, do your research, make sure that that publicist has legit references, that he or she actually has connections with blogs, because, you know, kind of similar to my manager situation, he just sent out a couple paragraphs about me to a bunch of fake blogs, and that's honestly doing nothing for me because literally nobody's seeing that. So just be aware of fake publicists if you're at that point in your artist career that you need a publicist. There's a lot of fakes out there. There are a lot of artists and producers who seem to have a big audience but are paying for streams. You would think they are making a lot of money off their music by the way they dress, but no, they're just robbing people. Literally on the street robbing people so that they can wear Gucci. Artists charging an arm and a leg for a feature whenever they don't even really get that many streams, and it's not worth it. Like I said, people, even the legit ones, even the ones that have actually made a hit maybe in the past but don't keep coming with hits, they're going to try to finesse you because they're not making any money anymore. People in this industry who are draped in Gucci and Chanel and this, that, and other does not mean that they are successful. It is a scam. Just beware. Like I said, even the legit people will try to finesse you. It's sad, but it's so true. Charging in advance for placements. Like the film and TV placements. They say that they can get your song put in a movie or something like that of that nature, but they are charging you something in advance. No, they should not be charging you in advance for anything. Once again, they are getting paid to do their job. They're getting paid to find talent to put in these movies. You should be getting paid for your music to be in that movie. You should be the one getting the advance for your music to be put in that movie, because they're going to make their money from the filmmakers who are going to be making their money off of sales and however people in the film industry make their money. So no, they should not be charging you in advance. If you're new to this industry, you're probably like, whoa, like, I have to look out for all this crap. But yeah. So I'm sorry if I scared anyone with this video, but these scams are very real. The music industry is very saturated with scammers, and I just feel like all artists deserve a fighting chance. And if you do your research and you work hard and you invest in yourself and your brand and your marketing, then it is possible, I think, to make it. Don't be scared. I didn't mean to scare anybody, but I did just want to warn people, because I wish I would have known before I blew a bunch of money on scammers. I wish I had that money back, because that is money that I could have invested in my album, and getting my album sounding perfect. Basically, there is no shortcuts in this industry. You have to work hard, you have to make hits, and you have to build your own audience. Everyone has their own audience. You have to find your audience. Your audience is waiting for you. And I mean, doing a bunch of collabs is cool and everything, but in a way that's kind of a scam, because when you're reaching everybody else's audience, you're kind of missing your targeted audience, your own personal audience that is going to support you no matter what. Those are the people you need to be catering to. Don't waste a bunch of money on shortcuts. There is no shortcuts, basically. Anybody that asks you for money in advance is a scammer. And you can have friends, but keep your friends kind of distant, because even your friends in this industry, which will finesse you if given the opportunity, because this industry is so saturated and it's so hard to really make good money doing music. Even people that are legit producers and legit artists still finessing people, because they're not making that much money off streams. Not as much money as they are claiming they make. I've seen that for myself. So just understand this is a marathon and it's not a sprint, and there are a lot of sharks. Okay, so that's the video. Comment if you like, and like if you like, and don't forget to subscribe, because please, I need subscribers. I need people to watch me. Okay? Okay, bye.
You say you a real one, then just keep it real with me. Keep coming with lies and don't even deal with me. I ask myself what's love and why I don't feel any. Swear I've been through it all, regardless I'm still Lilly. You say you a real one.